The name says it all.
Tabletalkshow with Nikki G and Juliette.
Nikki G and Juliette. Our show is a new brand of talk shows where we educate, bring transparency, and last but not least, fun. Table talk. Table talk. Welcome to Table Talk with Nikki G and Juliette.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting show.
Hey. And exciting it will be because I'm going to let Nikki do these introductions. We are introducing you to a phenomenal woman. So, Nikki, take it away. Tell them who we got today.
Today, we have Rane. She's a singer, songwriter. She wears many hats, but just to say kudos to everything that she does, which, you know, some things you don't have to like divulge everything, but she wears many hats. She's very talented. Her last name is Blackman. So when she comes on, I know she's going to talk about, you know, being a part of the Blackmans, but not associated with, you guys know already, in the soca industry. We'll have that answer, you know, very soon. But Rane has done so much in her lifetime. She have done so many things.
And for one so young.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody in this industry right now is basically at a certain age, you know, so they're not like, I think they are where they're supposed to be, really. But we've had people who are super talented and did so much, and we're like, you are so young. Where did you find the time to do all that? You know?
You were 9.
Yeah, some people started like 9, 10 years old. So. So Rane, and then we have a surprise for her. We are going to bring on someone that she sang with. So that's gonna be a major surprise. So we're bringing on Sadiki, and Rane sang with him, but she doesn't know. So that's the big surprise. All right. So keep it locked. Rane is gonna be here soon. The Soca songstress. I know she'll probably say like a different name and stuff, but you guys will see when she comes on. All right, keep it locked. Yes. So, Juliette.
Yes.
What's been going on?
Today, the day went really, 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 really. I usually say it really was quick. Today dragged.
It did?
It dragged. Yeah, to me it dragged. I think because I got a bit of news and you know, with what's going on in the world today, right? If you own a house, the government is trying to get back their taxes, y'all. And so taxes for the house, the mortgage has gone up. It went up, and I just happened to, you know, normally I don't even bother to look at into the account or anything because I know everything is paid and everything is all right. And I said it.
That's very important.
Yes. So I thought, let me just look. When I looked, it went up. Now, it didn't go up by a lot. It only went up by about $40. But still, everything is going up because all this money that they're sending out to people, the stimulus checks and all of that, you think that they're squeezing the middle class people. So they can't take it from the poor because they don't have it. And they don't want to take it from the rich because they are rich. So the only person they got is the person in between, and it's just so
they're trying to get their money back.
Yeah, and it put my mind through a tailspin because I'm trying. Those of you who don't know, I'm trying to become financially free. That's my goal.
You are trying to make me financially free as well.
That's right. Everyone around me, I want them all to do it. It's just, let me tell you, when you look at what you owe and when you're paying, especially these credit cards, when you're paying these credit cards back, if you really sit down and just go through the fine print, you'll find that when they're asking you for a payment of maybe $200, more than half of it is going to them for interest, which is ridiculous. We have to take control of our situation. And because of that, I'm just really on it. I'm watching everything. But my mortgage, when it boils down to every month I pay a mortgage, and I started to look at it, and I'm only giving my mortgage payment about $188 a month. It is ridiculous. out of the 1,000 and change that they do take per month, $188 is what goes towards my mortgage payment, paying down the principal.
But that's crazy. Out of $1,000,
so
$100.
Now you understand why the mortgages are 30 years. 30 years. You think to yourself, 30 years, how I'm paying you, over 1,000. What the hell? When you look at it, guys, if you look at your statements and stuff, you're going to want to cry. And so what I did, I said, enough is enough. I am. And this is what my goal was from the moment the pandemic started. I started cutting back, and I have no credit cards at this moment. I have no credit cards. I have made myself a credit card. In other words, I have saved a certain amount, and I said to myself, I am the credit card. So Juliette, MasterCard.
That's a great.
But it's difficult to do. It's difficult to do, but you have to start somewhere. And I'm going to teach this. I'm going to teach everyone, because I want everyone to be on this. But when you really look at it, it's so sickening. And when I really counted and added up the pennies, I was so upset. I was sick.
That is so okay. So how does someone, if you're paying for a car, you could balance it off by paying more, right?
Right.
But,
and it brings the months down.
That's a drastic amount if you're paying $1,000, and out of that, everything else is interest, and all you're paying on the house is $100. That's
$188 and change. I was like, no wonder it never went down.
So maybe what you're doing is paying more of your interest first, and then you're paying on the house. That's how it works. Right?
They take your interest, and they take in the interest,
right,
and paying themselves first, so to speak.
Yeah.
So by the time the 30-year mark arrives for me, I would have bought my house at least 3 times over.
Hey. Yeah, of course. 10 minutes. No, that's fine. That's fine. We're actually doing the intro and talking and stuff like that. So once you fix yourself and stuff, just tell me you're coming on, or just come on. That's it. All right. Don't rush. Just let me know when you're ready. All right. Okay.
That means you better tell Sadiki that we're running behind time by 10 minutes.
I should.
Send him a quick text. See, this is what we go through when we're this is what we have to do. We have to organize things, and there's lots of things and little plays that go on in the background. You see that? Nikki's just started to pick up her phone and just started to talk as soon as I was talking about my business. Well,
my bad, because I saw Rane calling, so I was like, it has to be something with running behind, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh God.
So back to this. So just like paying your car, they take a lot of the interest. And I guess that's to avoid you from having to pay it off, and they're not making anything from it, because they have to make something from your house mortgage and your car and anything that you finance.
Yes. And they make sure they get paid first. And towards the ending is you. But what people can do is always make extra payments.
Exactly.
And so when you make extra payments on your mortgage, you cut down the years. And that's what you want to do. Because by the time I finish, I would have paid for my house at least 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
The bank has made their money. So when you see a house that goes into foreclosure, the bank doesn't care how much they sell that house for. Once they've taken it back from that person, they've already made their money. They made at least two houses already. So all they want to do is get rid of it. They don't care. So they'll sell it to the next person for what was owed, the remainder of what was owed. And that's the same thing with your car.
Yeah.
If you have a car and you do not make your payments, they come and they take your car, you think to yourself, well, the bank is going to just charge the remainder. They don't care about anything so long as they make their money. So they turn around, they say, okay, book value of the car is this amount. You've already paid for that car. You paid for it ages ago.
Like 3-4 times, 6 times.
It's not fair. when you really look at the money and stuff, you will want to buy things upfront cash.
Yeah, because I remember when I went to get my first car, and it was a used car, but it was still, it was a good car. It was a Mitsubishi, right? And when I looked on the guy's table, he had the plan of how much this car was. And I was like, this car is so cheap. And why am I paying so much? But I think by the time I had finished paid for it, it was close to 26,000 or something like that, or 30 something thousand. And on his desk, I could have sworn it said 3,000 or 4,000, right? So, I mean, it might be a little drastic, but, don't quote me on the price. But it was drastic when I looked at it, because I'm like, I'm paying 3,000 down, and then I'm paying all this money plus the finance rate and stuff like that. So, it was like a huge difference.
Because they go to a lot of the dealers, they go to auctions and stuff, and they can get the cars.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why, if you're going to buy a car, buy it from obviously, if you're not going to buy it right off the showroom floor, 2020.
Well, some people do. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going to do that, then that's a bit different. But if you're going to buy used, buy something that was leased. At least it was only one owner.
Yeah.
And chances are you won't have that much miles on it, right? So, I mean, those are the tiny things that I've learned along the way. I have my car. I've paid for the car. I am not buying another car till that car, the doors, the wheels, everything gonna be drop off, and I'm just gonna be driving, saying, "Oh God, I'll get there eventually."
But the thing is, right now, that before in another show we mentioned that there was a storm, and this storm, what was the name of the storm? Ike or Ida? I think it was Ida.
Yeah.
Ida, right?
Yeah.
So this storm that just passed, many people lost their cars.
Yes.
Through the flood and just parked up. I mean, everywhere in Jersey City, in New York, and then now they're doing with the flood insurance, and even with the government, they're trying to make these things happen with the federal government and stuff like that, so people could get back their houses and with grants and stuff like that. So right now, there's a lot of people who are going for cars.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Your insurance must be so much money. Am I wrong or am I right? I want to know.
I think what we're going to do, we have to get someone who knows the laws with what you're asking. With the insurance, with, all these things that are going on, natural disasters, so they could answer those questions for us. So at least we can inform our listeners, because our demographic is wide. It's from England, Trinidad, Jamaica, it's so far and wide. So
I must be boring the ones from the other places. Sorry.
So whatever service we can provide to you in reference to those questions. And I'm sure, a lot of people are asking, people who move to those areas. My brother lives in LA, so I know they're not close to that area, because when it was happening, I asked them, how close are you to, so they've gone through certain natural disasters, but not as bad as the ones that you're mentioning, because up there, they always have the forest fires every single year,
And it just freaks me out. Like, why would you rebuild? Why not run? I would take the insurance money and I'm out. I'm not bringing it back. But I keep wondering, why do you rebuild? Why are you doing that? Is it because you want to look at the water? Is it because the sea, you're close to the sea, and it can't because you're close to the sea?
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder. Yeah.
So we're waiting on Rane to come through, and she will be here very soon. By the meantime, we're going to show you some clips of some past shows that she did, some pictures and so forth.
And the latest one. Yeah. And the latest one that she has. What is it, Miss Weiner?
Yeah, she has Miss Weiner, and she also has, Miss Weiner was in 2014. The latest one she has is with Sadiki.
My behavior.
A Good Man.
A Good Man. That's the one. I'm sorry. I looked at the video of that. Very suggestive. Whoa.
I leave in my behavior at home. I leave in my behavior at home. Yes. I in a mood. So watch my bumper, my behavior rude.
A good man, want to give me enough love and attention. You tell me say you are the right one.
She has the last interview that we had, I was asking her, like, you know, sometimes you'll get maybe an idea in your head and you start singing. Most of these songwriters, they'll get an idea in their head. You're in the shower, you changing your tire, you're doing so many different things. And there's one, I think, that she had in the shower, and she said the song made her write those words and stuff like that. So I'll have her answer that question here.
That would be interesting. Fellas, get ready.
I think all right. Yeah. That's what we wanted to hear. Hi.
Hi, Rane.
Good night.
Good night.
Hi, Juliette. How are you?
Good. Welcome to Table Talk with Nikki G and Juliette. Yay.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys for having me.
You're welcome. Yes. You're welcome.
Gosh, we don't even know where to start now.
Yeah, because
I will start. I wore this top especially for you guys because the energy.
Right?
Yeah, I was just about to say, I love the top. The top the top is awesome.
Let's all feed off each other's energy.
Yes, definitely.
Well, Rane, I have been looking at your videos. Girl. Whoa. As the men would probably say, woo woo. That was something that Martin used to say back in the day.
Look at how my cheeks hurting already. Thank you very much.
Well, I will let Nikki do the beginning, and then I'm just going to come in with questions. But don't worry, all the questions are nice and easy. It's all about you.
That's fine.
So, guys, Rane is here. She's gracing our show, Table Talk Show. Rane, as I said before, she is a singer, songwriter. She wears many hats, many hats. But this right here is a very, very talented individual.
Thank you.
She's interested in gospel, hip hop, R&B, dancehall, soca. I mean, the list goes on. She's very eclectic. And Rane, you've been doing this for how many years already?
Well, professionally for about, I think it's about 4, going on 4. Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
And doing very well, I might say.
4 years and already where you are now. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very, very grateful.
So what I'm going to do is, I was telling Juliette, we're going to skip ahead really quick. Okay. And I wanted you to just highlight your most current, and then we're going to go back, right? Mm-hmm. With Sadiki. Because, I know both of you, and it's like both of them together is like super, super talented. So what I did was I went ahead and I was trying to get Sadiki to come and be with us here today, but
wonderful.
No, but what he said was he could send a voice note, just like basically explain. So hold on, let me try to get this voice note.
Okay.
Hold on. I gotta get the right one. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
All right. So I wanted to get his take on you and, how you guys came about and stuff like that. And I say something special for Rane, because I want to kind of like, get
it special.
Yeah. So hopefully that you guys could hear it. Let me know.
Mm-hmm. An awesome artist. She is very outspoken, right? And my little experience with her, she is very professional, to be honest with you. She is like all about her music, and it is that. Nothing more, nothing less. And she is like very determined. She is. To even do this song, A Good Man, I honestly didn't want to like do it per se, right? While she was looking for another male artist to sing it with, she wasn't getting the how to put it, the vocal ability from those guys. You know, she wasn't getting that essence, you know. So she kept asking me, and she was just behind this good man song over and over and over. And she also took this song and, you know, made her little twist to it, you know, to give it, you know, much more flavor to suit her, you know, the way how she wanted to perform this song, you know, and she did well with that as well. So I rate Rane. I do rate her. Awesome.
Oh, thank you, Sadiki. I'm like, don't cry.
I know, really. he is the sweetest person, you know, that I've ever met. I mean, he's super humble, and
for that.
Yeah, and the very first time I was interviewing Rane, you know, he was like, "Who's that?" So I was like, you know, that's Rane. I told him who he was. I sent her page and stuff like that. And then he's like, you know what? I'd like to work with her. And that was like almost, I would say like 3 years. It might be more.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. It's about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's about that. So, but through Nikki, I met Sadiki and I met Cordell through that interview.
Exactly. And Cordell is doing her videos.
Yeah. Cordell's on my team now.
Nice.
That is
so really, Nikki, you were the glue that brought all this together. Well done.
The energy she was.
Exactly. So Rane, let's track back, you know, to where you started. You know, well, we've been following you. I've been following her from, I don't want to say day one, but from the time that she came to the studio and we met, it's like we've been.
That's pretty much day one.
Oh wow!
Pretty much from the first song.
Yeah, and then you know you the energy, as she said, is like, you know, this person has talent. She has raw talent, and she has a personality and everything. You know. So every time she does something new, I'm like, you gotta come and do an interview. You know, you gotta come in and highlight this and stuff. And no matter which interview she does, like I'm always there to hear what else is going on, the people that you work with and so forth. So you tell us, how has it been from the time you started? Just give us a short synopsis of, you know, when you started and stuff, so this audience would know.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Rane. When I started in 2018, I was kind of like persuaded by Mr. Lion he pretty much said, you're wasting time, you're playing the ASS. You have a book of songs. Yeah, you have a book of songs sitting there. And he had started his studio and stuff. So he was like, come in the studio and let's work on one of these songs. And I said, I want to do the first song I wrote, which was back in 2015. I wrote for me, and I said, let's do Miss Winer. And he was like, all right. And it was a lot of coaching, you know, because I sang in the choir. You know, when you're singing in school choir, church choir, it's very proper. And then I went to an all-girls college in Trinidad, Bishop Centenary. So it's like everything was so proper. And now it's like you had to bring out this wajang side kind of way, like this bacchanal side.
So we gotta let people know what is wajang, because some people use different words or whatever.
The bacchanal, you have to bring out the bacchanal in you, like that's just a bacchanalist, right? So you have to bring out that side of you, for soca, because you know it's something with pump. It's not like, you know, melody kind of slow, and, you know, so you have to have that energy. And we recorded Miss Winer. And when I heard the finished product, it's like, wow, I did that. But what picked it for me is when I heard it on the radio and I started doing radio interviews and stuff. Yeah.
Wow. So then I have a question. Did you always want to sing? I mean, obviously you said you was in the choir and everything. Is that something that you always did from when, you know, home and everywhere you went, you just singing?
Yeah, I like singing. to say that I aspired to be the only person singing in front of a crowd on a stage, no. The choir, anything in groups, I was fine with. The choir, I danced a lot. I played sports and stuff like that. And I remember my first show, and I was nervous because I said, how to do this? Like, you go on the stage and it's like all these people watching you, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But I reached out to a fellow soca artist I know, like grew up with and stuff, and he said, listen, when you get on that stage, it's just going to carry you. Like, you're just gonna go with the flow, with the vibe, the energy from the people.
Crowd.
I am naturally, like, I would say, want to just be free, and I wouldn't be like, if it's family, I'm not shy. If it's anybody, I'm not shy. But a group of people that don't know you, when it comes to the world of soca, it's like you're under, like, how should I say, a microscope, right?
Yeah.
So right. So I went out there and I just let it take me away. That's what I did. So, I then as the years go by, you just get accustomed, and you just, I think if I get to a point where it's like, Marshall Montano called and say he wants you in his fets, yeah, that might be a different jitters.
That's my thing, fear. We interviewed someone yesterday, and she was talking about fear. And she said, sometimes you have to conquer your fears. Everyone has their either alter ego that they'll, once you come out on stage, you might probably have an alter ego, like something fierce, or
Yeah, so that's only Beyonce.
Everybody.
No, the fear is basically like, okay, so I think I conquered a fear in the sense that I just wanted to write and get people to sing my music, right? Yeah. And then my friends around me was like, you have the voice, you have the look. I don't know what is the look. Everybody with this, you have the look. You have the voice, you have the look, and you have the capabilities, like just sing your songs. Everybody sing a song. And I was like, okay. So when I did Miss Winer, it was like, that was the opening of the gates. It's like song after song after song. Yeah, and the fear, conquering the fear is, performing in front of a crowd, just you. Because if it was you and, a group, then they're paying attention to everybody, right? But now it's like,
just you.
And so to be able to move the crowd, that's the next thing. Because, when you're upcoming artists and stuff, everybody just stand and watch you. Or I was looking back at the last performance I did, and the host introduced me. And normally when a big artist coming on, they introduce the artist, everybody. So the host introduced me.
A big wave.
And it was almost like crickets. Then I was looking back at the interview, I was like, okay, I didn't hear a noise. But all right, as expected, I don't know you. You call this name, like, the host is like Rane, and everybody's like, who's on? And then you get on stage, and then they start to see what you could do, and then everybody start to move and make noise. So that's the end, the end result you want, regardless.
Conquering.
That's right.
Yeah.
And when you leave, they know who you are for next time.
They might not know you
why
going, but the damn sure gonna know you're going. Yeah.
So then all this time I know obviously we're still not over COVID yet, and obviously things got really shut down everywhere. So what were you doing? What were you doing during COVID? Were you writing, or were you in the studio, or did you just shut down like everybody else?
I shut down like everybody else. I honestly wasn't even feeling to release music. Like, it was so depressing, it's like a child accustomed going outside and ride his bike, and then you just say you can't go outside, like being grounded. Right? You can't go outside and ride your bike for like a week or whatever. And really, I didn't even think of putting out anything. I was like, let me wait till this pass. You know what made me put out songs? People started DM me, you're not putting out anything? You're not putting And I was like, oh, they want music, okay. You know, it was a good feeling too, because it's like people are looking at you and they're like, so you're not putting out anything this year? Where you coming with? And I was like, all right. And that kind of pushed me.
Confidence.
Yeah.
They needed something to distract them from what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, I too was the one needing something to distract me, because, you know, when all the other artists like Kesta and Nadia Batson and Second Star, he was the first one, right? And they started putting on these virtual shows. Even the verses with Beanie and Bounty, like, that was just something like, yes, you know, like, give us something.
Exactly.
So, yes. Yeah.
Wow. So your team, I remember a few years ago, I had asked you, you know, about your circle, and, you know, you'll see different artists performing and so forth, and they'll have a certain group or team. Do you feel confident now? Not that you weren't confident before, but do you feel more confident as the years went by, or do you still feel that there's things that you need to work on in order to solidify yourself? Because I know you work with some great producers, and then you have a cousin who's in the industry as well, and I'm sure, you know, everybody helps each other one way or the other, you know. So how do you feel now that a couple of years has passed by?
I would say I've seen growth in myself. You know, a lot of people now is like, you know, before everyone is telling you, you need to do this and you need to do that, in the center, you need to look hotter and you need to look sexy. And I always used to say, I am sexy. If you don't see it, then that's you. And I said, listen, I know myself, right? I'm creeping. And when I'm ready to jump out, you will see me. Just because I know myself. Like, I am feeling this whole thing out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting my feet wet. You know, when you're going to the beach, you tap the water cool. You tap, you go in a little more until your body gets accustomed to the temperature of the water. And then you dip your whole body in, right? Yeah. So I'm not just going to just jump in the water and, you know, I just like, you know, gosh, what you doing? Guys, what you doing? You know? So I am just getting my foot wet. And then, you know, people evolve. You have to give the artist that time and space to evolve. You can't expect somebody to just jump out, especially upcoming artists. There's a lot of things behind this. It's a lot of things people don't get. It's finances, it's your team, it's a lot of things. So you can't just expect to like, pow. You know what I'm saying?
True. It takes time. True.
Yes.
It does.
There are stepping stones, and I think the faster people realize that, the better. But yeah, I would say I've seen growth in myself and the team. I mean, the team has changed over the years, but even though the team has changed, and you know, it's because a lot of people have, you know, their own stuff going on, but they are still there. I could still call upon them and stuff like that.
That's great. So we have a guest here, but we can't see him. We can only see them.
Really?
Hello?
Hey, hi.
Hi.
Yes, and good evening. I'm trying to set up here properly.
I'm going to get you.
For what?
You surprise me. I was good as soon as this.
It's the shirt. It's bringing it all in.
It's the shirt. Wow. That Nikki is you.
I was like, we gotta do this. We have to do this.
Listen, Sadiki's voice is so distinct. It's unique. It's like if Sadiki just talk behind the scenes and ladies hear him, they will go wild. That's Sadiki's voice, right? Wow. And I can't miss that voice anywhere. Like, I can't miss that voice.
So Sadiki, how are you? Are you able to put on your video or?
That's what I'm fighting up with right now, you know. My humbly apologies.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. I thought I'd be able to do
surprise all the same. We're all just so excited.
I am just happy
But
to
I
hear
don't think-
him.
I don't think America is ready to see me. Probably that's why.
You think so?
Yeah,
The voice alone. The voice alone.
I'm done.
yeah. But
I'm
I'm
just
great.
happy to hear
I'm
him.
great. Yeah, nice to see you too, Rane. Beautiful as
Yeah,
always.
I haven't heard or seen you in like forever.
Just doing some work behind the scene, man.
I saw. I'm
Yeah.
happy. Yes, I'm happy to hear that.
So, guys, Sadiki is the person that, or the gentleman who's in Trinidad, who did the song "A Good Man" with Rane. What we're gonna do, we're gonna show you a few clips of, you know, the song that they sang together, the video, the saucy video,
Yes.
and then we're gonna come back to the show.
Juliette.
Woo woo!
Well.
I love it.
Oh my god!
Okay. So what would have happened, Sadiki and Rane, is right
I figured
here.
it out.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Okay.
I would really, really like to see Sadiki.
I know.
I
think
know.
everyone wants to. I hope you get this together, Sadiki. Come on.
Let me see
I think
if
I tell you, he had this setup. He was like, I will send a picture. So you did a voice note? No, well, your comment is surprise. What are you speaking?
I'm like, this has to happen. This has to happen.
Well, you see the moon and stuff shirt was
Exactly.
You see that? You see that?
Exactly.
It's a good thing I do my face.
But Rane, you always on point. Always on
I
point.
try. Listen,
Mhm.
I had vocal training. It finished at 7. I was like, rush home, jump in the shop. I didn't even unpack lunch. I just jump out the bags by the door.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is what's good about being at home. You could do it at home. Imagine if you had to come and meet us, it would have been like, forget it.
Yeah. I have to take a plane and all of that.
Yeah. Oh my God. So Sadiki, tell us about we heard Rane's side of the story. So could you tell us, you know, your side of the story, how it started and, you know, through the video and all that stuff, how you guys did the video in summary?
So well, obviously it started with you, Miss Nikki. Right?
Oh, Miss Nikki.
Miss Nikki. Yes.
You were the direct link, you know, when I saw her on your IG. I believe she did an interview with you.
Yeah.
And because of her tone, I was like, wow, oh my goodness. Because when I'm writing music for artists, I write in tonality. So it's like while writing, I already hear how you will sing.
Right.
You know, so I love tone. And from there, I messaged her on IG. You know, she was like, probably who's this person? You know, and I don't know. It was like all about music. So I explained myself first before, you know, it went any further, because she might have just not messaged back. You know, and from there, she was interested to hear, you know, what I have in stores and stuff. And A Good Man, it was renamed by Rane, but it is an old song, you know. And like I said before, she took it and she brought her own twist to it.
Nice.
I had no intention of doing this song, right, at all. I had no intention of doing this song. And she was like, all right, cool.
I bullied him.
She went on there looking for her own people to do this song with, right?
Yeah.
Because she was actually trying to get the person not a song like me, but probably nice as me.
Yeah.
You know, because she fell in love with that tone, you know. You know, and
Confident.
apparently it didn't go as planned, so she came back and I was like, Sadiki, I'm sorry, but you had to do this song with me. You know, it was demanding.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, this girl, but I even called the producer, which is nice, and I was like, hey, this girl's serious about this song. And he laughed, I laughed, and I was like, all right, no scene. Let me dub it.
Nice.
Nikki said, Rane, why you don't forget the song? I said, no, Sadiki.
So what about the song, Sadiki, that you didn't want to record? Is it because you do more soca or raga soca, or why? What was the reason why? Because you did want to sing with her. So what was your reasoning?
So it's not that I didn't want to sing with her.
Yeah.
And I'm not a raga soca artist or a soca artist. I'm an alternative artist. So if you listen to my catalog of music, you'll see that I do more stuff other than what you just mentioned there.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just that at that point I wasn't really interested in doing any music. I was more focused on writing for artists, you know, building that part of my career. So it never really interests me, you know, to do any music. You know, like sing. Let me make myself clear. Sing. That is, you know, to do music videos and stuff, because I'm not gonna lie to you all. I honestly just try my best to interact with people and talk. And I'm just so quiet that that's just me. I can't help it. I just quiet. So the music video and the front line, and it do really interest me 100%. Rane can tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. She can tell you that.
I basically bullied him into everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Super quiet.
But
yeah.
I didn't say I bullied him. I begged him. It's so okay. It's like, how should I put it? You see a car you want, and then you're like, somebody said, oh, you could get it here for this price, and you could get it here for this price. And you go all over, but then it's like, no, I want that. I don't care the price. I want that car. So then for you to come at me, Sadiki, with the song, and I hear this voice that sweep anybody off their feet. And then you come to say, I don't want to do this song again. I really felt so crushed. I like devastated. What will I do now? And then you go into different people, and then it's like, no, and I'm not getting it because you don't hear this. And even the producer I was working with up here was like, you know what happened to you? Sadiki voice stuck in your head, and you need to get Sadiki voice out your head, otherwise you wouldn't give the other people a chance. But I just couldn't give the other people a chance. Because it's like, it's just something, man. His voice is just something. And even when I do interviews, most of the females is like, Sadiki voice.
Yeah.
So I'm to me, I shop liver. So, yeah. And it's natural because even when he messaged me after the interview, and he sent me what he had, I was like, how much autotune you put on this? He was like, no, this is how I song. And then because we were emailing, right? So when I actually heard his voice, it's like, what?
It's
you know?
Amazing. Yeah.
And then when he said he not interested in doing the music again, I really could have just reached through the phone and slapped him because I'm like, you wasted talent, you know? Like, you hear your voice, these things don't come by like that, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then he could write too. So I'm like, Sadiki, you cannot sit on this.
So Sadiki,
is where my voice is concerned, I don't know if you all know multi-symptom. Yeah, just the idea of talking to multi-symptom, and how to put it, our voice, apart from being unique, on a regular scale, people that say we sound like girls. So where harmonies and stuff is concerned, they'll be like, we need a girl to put in there. And they'll just, you know. So since in the early years, I started music like professionally in 2013. Yeah. And there was like, your voice, boy, like a girl, it's so pitchy. And this and that. I ain't gonna lie to you, I used to feel bad.
Feel bad.
But little do you know that it have artists today will kill for a voice like that.
Yeah.
That is where
true.
the pitch correction and the auto tune come in, because they want that tone. Now, where my tone and let's say Multi and those other guys, Chris Brown, look up to that guy, you understand, where singing is concerned.
Yeah.
That's why so many people want him to sing a
Right.
chorus, because you have a chorus voice. You understand?
Yeah.
That can go anywhere. It can go anywhere, and it's only now I started to like my voice, because I see the powers, you know. Otherwise, when I act how she's acting,
Exactly. Yeah.
But the thing is, I saw it. Sometimes you don't see it in yourself, you know?
Yes.
Exactly.
So true.
Yeah.
So true. And then the same thing that you're running away from is the same thing that's blowing you up. You know, you run away from, you want to change that one thing that everybody criticizes. And that's the one thing that makes you individual, that nothing can take away from. And even with the lights off, you Rane, just all you did was hear his voice and you knew it was him instantly. And now you can't buy that.
You can't.
That's the energy, as she said.
Yeah,
you
you can't buy that.
Yeah.
So Nikki can't frighten me in the dark. I remember instantly it is him.
I can go low too, man. I'm a low tone too, man.
I mean, if time permits and people would like to do that, and we just give people a little something.
Right.
So I'll try to go live now. Sadiki, when we go live, would you mind singing a cappella? Well, Rane, you're gonna do it too, but look at her eyes. But we just want a little bit of a cappella so people would know, you know, what we're
don't bother me. I good.
Okay, nice. I know. So Sadiki, is that okay?
Of course, that's okay.
I wish you could get the camera on. Seriously.
I know. Okay.
The camera will be on Instagram.
On Instagram?
Instagram.
All right, good.
Well, we went to Facebook though. You said Facebook.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, the thing is, from Facebook, I'm doing Facebook from here. Like it'll connect to my Facebook
instantly. Instantly. With everybody on it.
Yeah. So let me try this.
Is it Miss Juliette?
Yeah.
Yes.
First time I'm meeting you.
I know, and I can't even see you.
Same here.
I know it's not my interview. You know, I'm not in charge. But can I ask about you?
Sure.
Okay. So you are about you.
I've known Nikki G for a long time. It's been more than 10 years. I actually was born in Manchester, England. That's why you hear the accent. Raised in London and been living in New York for a very, very long time. It's been over 28 years, I think. And what else do I do?
Okay, so we're live.
Yes.
Continue. Go ahead.
I'm not used to being the one who's being interviewed.
I shouldn't have said, go ahead.
I am not used to this. Yes, we are live. I actually was born.
Go ahead, Juliette. You're being interviewed.
No, we're not doing the interview on me.
The interviewer is being interviewed.
So you knew me for 10 years. I started liking this. Go ahead.
What I'm going to say is, Facebook, welcome to Table Talk with Nikki G, Juliette. We're here with Rane and Sadiki.
Yes.
Oh my God, we are very excited to come in and do this with you. This is our first time doing it, so be kind, because we're just getting the hang of this.
Be kind.
So Sadiki and Rane, one at a time. Rane, go first, ladies first. Say hi and introduce yourself, and then Sadiki, you do the same.
You know, I always be like, hey. It's Rane. Okay, good night, Facebook. Good night, everyone that's watching Table Talk with Nikkigthevoice and Juliette. I am Rane, the Soca artist. And online with me is, drumroll please.
Hi, pleasant good evening. I'm Sadiki. Some technical difficulties with my camera, so please forgive me. Right, I'm a songwriter, artist, and I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, sweet island of
Yes.
So
and Sweet Ladies. I'm
Oh,
from
yes.
Trinidad Tobago as well. I didn't even say that. I'm a soca artist, singer, songwriter, and all the above. But Sadiki, you know what? Someone asked me. Actually, my godmother. She was like, "Is that how they say his name, Sadiki?" I was like, "That's just how he says it." I just love how he says that.
That's just a little swag thing.
Yeah, I love that.
That's
is
the
amazing.
But people call me all type of, how to put it. They don't pronounce it right, and even if they do, they just shorten it. They say Sidiki when it's Sadiki. Some say Sid. And some girls say just the last two syllables.
Okay, right. We got it.
Ah. So Sadiki was getting ready to, and it sounds like me because I always shorten in people's names. You know, it's like it makes you feel like you know the person instead of like saying the whole name. Like I don't mind people calling me Nikki instead of Nicole. When people call me Nicole, I feel like, what did I do? Am I in trouble or something? Like what's going on? You know? Yeah. So Sadiki was getting ready to do an acapella for us because Rane raved about his voice. Everyone, I've heard his voice, but our listener haven't, I'm sure that, Sadiki has his followers and stuff like that. So we would like Sadiki to either sing the most current song or the one that you and Rane have, and she could chime in.
We can do a good man. Sadiki, you want to do a good man?
Yeah, no problem. We're here.
Oh, that means I have to go first.
Yeah.
He's slick, yes?
All right, let's go. I want a good man, want to give me enough love and attention. You tell me say you are the right one, and you're fit for the position. So when you come at my door, you better make sure that when a long talking, I'm gonna put it on ya. You say that you're ready. I want you come tell me to back it up in the corner. Cause long time it's on your mind, boy, I know that you want this banana. You say, come and give me what's mine, and back it up in the corner. You ready for the bump and grind, boy, I know that you want this banana. Oh, na, 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 why you put me on the counter, na, na, na. Na, 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 I'm a ballin' for murder, na, 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 na. Na na na, why you push a little deeper? Na na na, na na na, why you put me on the counter? Na na na, na na na.
Sadiki, you say you want a good man. Hope you choose the right one. Say the last night give you much attention. Your body call for your new intervention. Aye, so when you call me for respond. Me never wanna love you from no distance. Send a plane for that body fi go reach fun. To the shores of the ghetto with no beach sand. She say do things him not do before nah. She not mind if we love on the floor. She just want fi pass. Say na na na. Yeah. Say na na na. Say do things him not do before nah. Say pull her hair be that body from the back. Say the girl wobble. Say na 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 na. Yeah, say na 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 na, say na na na, say na na na. Make that kitty ball fi murder. Say na na na, na na na. Make them knees get weaker. Na na na. Hello, more.
Yeah, we don't want to give away the whole song. People have to go on YouTube and see it. People have to go and see that saucy video.
Yes.
You know, that matches the saucy voices.
Everybody talk about that video because they're like, one, I think everybody was like, "Ooh, Sadiki," like they see him and stuff. And then two is like they never see me in that light, so they're like, "Woo." Like a Peppa Boss girl.
You did well. Actually, you did well.
Yeah. So for those listening, I've never met Sadiki in person. Right.
Yeah,
and
I can imagine that.
Right. And then we did the video separate. So when he saw my part, he was like, oh my God. He said, Rane, you do that well, I must say.
It's amazing. Like just the concept. Like, who came up with the concept of? I know that both of you in different countries and stuff like that. So who came up with that particular concept and everything?
For the video, it was a back and forth. Like every time we had it down pat, the Prime Minister of Trinidad come and put in more restrictions, and then we restructure it. So what's the restrictions? He come and put in something else, and then we just like going nuts. And Sadiki was like, Rane, you don't want to hold off this song. I said, Sadiki, this song holding off 3 years now. It is going out.
3 years? It was 3 years?
It was two.
Whoa.
2 years. 2 years.
2 years,
no?
yeah.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, I was so like stubborn. I said, it's going out. I don't care. We will figure it out.
Yeah. I honestly was shocked.
Yeah.
I honestly was shocked to see that Rane loved that song so much, because with new ideas and stuff, it's like that old, and that just goes to show you that music honestly don't die. Somebody,
True.
even the song that you have now that probably make 1 million views, it ain't reach the right it ain't reach the right place. Yeah. When you talk about Umi and Cheerleader, that song was like, when it released, like 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I was like wow.
Yeah, because even like Miss Weiner was like nothing, and now when I check Miss Weiner, it's like 18K views like after 3 years.
Wow.
I'm like, okay.
But you
go ahead. Like, why does the people don't feel bad about the views and stuff we have, because like I just mentioned, it ain't reach the right place. And I mean, sorry to burst some people bubble, but little do you know, these viewing and stuff, they are free apps, just like Instagram and Facebook. People do buy followers, they do buy views and stuff. So it's like, I mean, come on. When you listen to some songs, 1 million people really start to listen to that. So it by the end of the day, it's the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Even when you go and do a live, I get to understand you can even buy viewers to
really
on a live right now. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So when you come on and you see 10,000 or more, and normal you understand? I mean, people just had the funds, they just had the support.
Yeah.
But this is how it goes.
But I just to that buying thing. And then people started DMing me like, oh, $20 for 100 followers. I was like, get out of my DMs. I want my people to come organically.
Naturally, yeah. I mean, sometimes you have to, I know in this business, right? Or entertainment industry, just like how you pay or invest in vocal training and invest in different things. There's different things that you invest in. Just like, I mean, Facebook, know that we need this, know that we need the push. So they tend to make it a business. Because I remember before my page on Instagram was a business page and it was regular, you would see 100 views on the, what do you call it?
Right.
Above. And then as soon as you make it a business page, it goes down. And then Instagram is controlled by bots, not people.
Because they want you to promote.
Exactly. So they want you to promote. So they're going to, even if it's $1, even if it's $2, I mean, it adds up. But then some people tend to do that because, you're basically investing in yourself, you know? But then they say cosmetically, it doesn't make sense if you got to do it for pictures and stuff like that. But then some people would do it because, if your views are like 2 or 3, I'm just saying hypothetical, 2 or 3 on a picture, and then when you do a video, it's 1,000 or 10,000. So then people tend to do the whole thing and pay for it,
They like if the post is doing, they always say, "Oh, this post is doing better than others." Promote it. I'm like, why would I promote a regular picture? I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Well, believe it or not, people live for these things. They live for the gram and stuff, but it works for them, you know. Everybody is different.
It's true. It's true. What works for you, whatever position you are. And if that's what you want to do, you know, everybody has a different route. Some people have managers, some people don't. Some people would spend money because they don't have the manager and so forth, you know? Yeah. So Sadiki, you're not getting away. I need you to do an acapella of any song you want us to do to entertain our audience.
All right, hear this one. Long time said, nah, no loving at the dance. No fruit boy, yakwan and a kick up and prance. DJ promote badness, now it spread like ants. Now come fi spoil the thing with no gun in you. It's a flex out thing when you come in at the dance. Put down the gun and better pull up on no pants. No time for screw face. Me say put up on no one for the girl them a bubble and the. Alright, listen me now why him no drum but from the bass I'm a song. If I long you attack that a broom for the ground. If you walk put me pun blast that a usual one. No shots them fi take but that a social gun. Media them a promote everything that go wrong. But narrate communities whenever crime rates go down. See them quick on the scene just to report another one. And not talk about how much new babies born. But what about when we used to pack we cool up on the corner all our vibes. Don't say your breath and take a toast and drink to life. When a man greet a woman, see greet her with a smile. With no knife in the waist, he just good figure the style. Long time say it, nah, no love in the dance. No fruit boy, yakwan. It's for your Rane. She high waist, it a fit, heavy curve, it a grip, foundation done lit. In a sun, it na drip, call out she girlfriends to the club, take a that's a little freestyle.
Nice, very nice.
Well done.
I must say, when I started, I didn't like this stuff here, but
that's why I want you to sing.
I got the
yeah, that's good to go.
That's good. That's the talent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So are we gonna let Rane do one as well?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, acapella. I will do my song that I want everyone to make their anthem for Miami Carnival coming up, because I know a lot of people are looking forward to it, seeing that there wasn't really any carnival for 2021. And if you missed Trinidad Carnival 2020, the next carnival, I know you ain't missing it because it will be huge. So, I in a mood to walk my bump on my behavior rude. You know when I come out is real attitude, yeah. Waistline activated and it loose. It's so loose. So let me take a wine right down to the floor. Bounce today, I want it hardcore. I come to walk where you're stopping for. Give me some more, give me some more. Let me take a wine right down to the ground. Watch my bumper turning around. Hold on my waist so we go down, go down. Oh, lad, oh. Come catch me on the road. Wine low. See me jamming down to the floor. Bring the liquor and start to pour. We like men. Catch me on the road. Wine low, see my jamming down to the floor. Everybody already know. There's the part I want them to sing. Hear this. I leave in my behavior at home. I leave in my behavior at home. Hey, watch how I getting on. I in a party mode. I leave in my behavior at home. I leave in my behavior at home. Hey, watch how I getting on.
You have to get on for we. Rane, you're supposed to get on for we. I know. I seen how the introducers like, let me wine for you. Let me wine for you.
I get a little such thing. Sorry.
I know.
I get a little. Watch out. Can't catch me.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, say what, like, who is you got, the both of you, I guess, one at a time. Rane first. Like, who's your biggest influence in music? Like, what, you know, who inspired you?
I think people get sick of me, you know, saying this, but I mean, I just love Nadia Batsi. I love her voice, her personality, her energy.
Nice.
Yeah, I love Nadia Batsi. I mean, I grew up on, you know, Fayan and Destra and I like Terry Lyon's voice, Patrice, Patrice, and then they have like Nyla, Nessa, and everybody. But for some reason, I just drawn to Nadia.
Yeah, she has this pizzazz. She has this presence, no matter what.
And it's powerful too,
Exactly.
Yeah. And then, she's also like, I met her a couple of times and she was always like, okay, take a picture and stuff. And then one time I DM her, I really wasn't expecting her to answer. And she was like, oh, Rane, yes, I remember you was here last carnival. My eyes are well up with water. Like, she remember me.
That was awesome. Talking about carnival, right? Like, what is your most memorable carnival year? Like going home and what you did and so forth.
I have to say 2020.
Wow.
Not the fact that we didn't have any after that.
Yeah.
It was epic. Like I played with Rogue, the carnival band Rogue, who's a part of Tribe. The vibes. I had performances. It was just a whole different aspect being backstage at these fests because you never had the opportunity. And actually standing on the side of the stage where everybody was jumping up and stuff. I was watching what these artists doing, And why it was most memorable, it was my first time performing in a big fest.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
With a live band. That live band was just something. It's such an energy to hear all these live instruments and then all these cameras. I was like, oh my God, I'm an artist. It was really, really, really like an experience. It's like, okay, you're out there now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That live band for me, and I did it with them twice. So big up to the Fire Fest band. The Fire Services Band of Trinidad and Tobago, sorry. Yeah, because I performed at their Fire Fest and stuff. It was just something else. Like, I really, no disrespect to the DJs, I love you all.
Yeah.
But the band for me.
That's what people says. Live bands is amazing to work with. It's like, it's a totally different level compared to, just like.
Yeah, I've never had the opportunity to go to brass, everybody used to run on brass fest and things. Now I know why.
Yep. Exactly.
You see,
when
when you get that live instrument, let's say we talk about African tribe who beat and drum. Naturally, you feel that in your body,
Yeah.
Naturally. Yeah.
So true.
So I understand what you're talking about the live band.
Yeah. That's like when I played pan for the first time. You're practicing, but when you got in front of the judges and the whole band started jam, it was such an adrenaline rush. It was just something amazing with the steel band.
Yeah, it is because I remember the first time my cousin, I'm from South, so we used to go in Skinner Park. And the very first time my cousins took me to brass, it was, my aunt dropped us at the mall, Gull City, and we walked through, if anybody has ever gone to Gull City. So we walked through Laramine, walked through the thing, and we went to this brass, and we were like about probably 16 or 17.
Yeah, that's about
we were supposed to be at the mall, and it was great. It was great. That experience was super dope.
Yeah, it's something. It's really something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sadiki, where do you see yourself, in a few, let's say 2 years from now? Are you still going to be singing? Do you think you're just going to do songwriting? Every time I speak to you, it's like, I like to hear, you're a very positive person, right?
Right.
And the last time we spoke, you sounded energetic and stuff like that. So if you would like to tell our audience, what you're doing now and where do you see yourself, 2 or 3 years from now? Are you singing or are you going to continue writing or both?
Right. So, honestly speaking, I just like to keep it honest. Right. So,
yeah.
Where I see myself 3 to 5 years from now is like, I can say what I'm working towards. because God is in control.
True.
And trust me, what I do beside music, you'll understand. You'll understand. So I can't really answer that question with a definite answer. It's just what God put in place. But what I am working towards is just doing more music and see where it goes from there. But just strain a little bit from that. But to understand why I said those stuff is because I'm into forensic pathology. So I perform autopsies, and stuff. So I went to University of Trinidad and Tobago. I was studying a bachelor degree in music.
Yeah.
Right. GPA on point, everything. And at that time I was also studying forensic pathology, right? Unknowing that I would have gotten through it Mount Hope Hospital. So started to work there, performing autopsies and going to school. And it started to get a bit strenuous because my school was full time. So at that point I needed to choose school or work.
Yeah.
But I was already doing music, so I didn't see that.
You needed to further the music in school.
Because already writing for artists, already doing my thing,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just think there, still went back school again and ended up in forensic pathology. So, I mean, we all know how that does go. So it is a life changer,
Yeah.
You see stuff that the regular people won't see on the outside.
True.
So it's like I've experienced that and I experienced life. Yeah, so God is in control.
He definitely
God is in control.
I'm gonna have Rane answer the same question, but Sadiki, you are definitely coming back. So we could do a thorough interview with you and more
and
questions.
where we can actually see you.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. IG.
So we'll have to do it on IG. We'll definitely have to take the show onto IG. But we are going to go on to IG because we wasn't going to stay on Facebook this long. We are going to go on IG, guys. Rane, I'm going to have you answer the question. And just as Rane answered the question, then we're going to come off of here and we're going to go on IG for a little bit. The whole show is going to be on YouTube. So you guys will see the entire show with the clips and the music and the saucy videos and everything that these two talented artists have to offer. So Rane, where do you see yourself 2 years from now? And, what do you plan for the future?
2 years from now, I will touch on the music side first. More music. I have stuff to release. And because now it's like I'm getting a hang of everything, even though each day you learn, right? Every day you learn.
True.
I just want to, for more people to know who I am, know my work, put a face to the music, be a household name. And then on the personal side, just keep on with, legal studies and my legal profession.
Very good.
Nice.
I told you guys she's a woman of many hats, and the legal side I didn't even touch on the school and stuff like that. But we have
what you said would be a household name.
Be a household name.
So how about be a wife too?
I want a good man. Want to give me enough love.
Hey, I mean, giving the guys a chance, but you have to go with your vibe.
Sadiki, it's not a raffle. I run no raffle over here.
That's great, but I'm just saying.
I have it. That's plaster for every song. That's
yeah.
Oh my gosh. So guys, we're gonna take it to Instagram. If you want to see us on Instagram, go to Tabletalkshow _NJ. I'm gonna jump on mine. Juliette is gonna go on our page. Everyone else is gonna jump on theirs. So Rane is gonna jump on. Rane, you can give them your handle.
My handle for Instagram, MUZIC _RANE.
And Sadiki?
Mine's Sadiki Music. That's SADIKIMUSIC.
Awesome. And so we're gonna go off the live. We're gonna end it right here and then take you over to Instagram. Okay. And it's Nikkigthevoice if you guys want to jump on that one, or you're jumping on Tabletalkshow_NG. All right. See you guys on Instagram.
So we log off here now, right?
So we
log off here.
Yes.
And then we'll go to Instagram and finish it over there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Okay, guys. So we just interviewed Rane, and we want to show you some clips of her and Sadiki. We also had some that you saw before, so we're going to show you the entire clip now, coming up next. Keep it locked to Table Talk Show with Nikki G and Juliette.
To back it up in the corner. Long time it's on your mind, boy. I know that you want this banana. You say, come and give me what's mine. I'm back it up in the corner. You ready for the bump and grind, boy? I know that you want this banana.
So that concludes our show with Rane and Sadiki and the viewers, because we were live. It was so nice having you all join us and actually join us while we're actually doing an interview. Actually, it kind of felt a little bit nerve-wracking, but whatever. It was nice seeing you guys anyway at the same time. So we want to thank Rane again for being on our show. And thank you, Sadiki, for that surprise. Oh my God, that was so nice.
A huge surprise. You saw her face? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that was really nice and special. And we will have Sadiki coming up with an interview
we will.
soon in the future. So for now, we have to say goodbye.
But not goodbye. See you later.
But remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Keep it locked to Table Talk Show.
The name says it all.
Table Talk Show with Nikki G and Juliette.
Nikki G and Juliette.